Good day and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. Finish off that Ryujin quest line. I think I'm right near the end of that. Oh, we gotta sync the data. There we go. Might be done. I don't know. Maybe it goes for a while. Who knows? Ugh, there's a yawn for you. Ugh. Welcome, the yawn. A ship's particle weapon damaged both hull and shields. Well, who knew, eh? Forget to hit that poll question up too. It was nice to get some answers on there. Ugh. Everybody's going surfing now. Let's go surfing with me. All right, here we go. So he told us to go get the manager. Better get it ready, I guess, in case it goes wrong. Let's walk into that wall.
Don't cause any trouble.
Doing what I'm ordered to do, you know?
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Ryujin's CEO is no joke.
Hey there. How's it going? Only that some drama went down during the security update. You know, the one where they kicked us all out of the building for a free day off. Security's keeping pretty tight-lipped about the whole thing. I'm betting they found some dirt on someone's personal computer. Either that, or someone was dumb enough to try and break in. Well, besides brightening everyone's day with my presence, I mostly support the management staff. Setting meetings, travel arrangements, and then a slew of menial tasks that no one else wants to do. Credits collections for birthdays, HR policy reminders, you know, all that fun stuff.
Oh,
Oh, little old me? Well, I hardly know where to begin. Club circuit when I'm feeling social, people watching when I'm not. Rooftop roaming if you want to get away from the crowds. But when I really want a little me time, I just lock myself up in my apartment and blast Borealis's latest mix. The neighbors hate it, but for me, it's as therapeutic as it gets. Oh heavens, no. I don't risk my life for anything except my signed Borealis music collection. Yuko's tried to get me to be a technician, but that's a whole different pressure. Mistakes on that team affect Ryujin's bottom line. Or worse, put a field op's life at risk. Hard pass. I just had my 6-year anniversary. If anyone told me I'd be holding a job that long when I first got here, I would have laughed in their face. I had all the dreams of leading that neon party life, but I learned pretty early on I'm a creature of safety and comfort. Now, I live vicariously through everyone here. All the drama, none of the risk. New Atlantis, believe it or not, home to the UC and more restrictions than you can count. Yeah, obviously not for me. I ran away to Neon as soon as I had the creds to hitch a ride. Don't do me any favors. Nice chat, though.
you happen to see Lyndon on the...
Actually, maybe I should get the other gun ready. I still have it?
floor. Give a girl a heads up?
Let me guess. Looking for Imogene? Try not to harass my techs too much. They have work to do. I'm sure you can tell by now, she isn't here. Which is a shame, since I have several documents I need her to sign off on. She's always been the master of avoiding desk work. She hasn't stepped into the office since the maintenance closure, probably abusing her paid time off again. I know for a fact she doesn't have any external meetings or business trips. I'm not even sure that's any business of yours, but I do enjoy keeping close tabs on my counterpart. Dare I ask why you need to know? Yeah, no thanks. Getting information out of Dalton is like talking to a wall. Besides, speculation is far more fun. I have Imogene's last location at Frankie's Grab and Go, which we all know is a front for the Sioka Syndicate. You'll want to get executive sign-off if you plan on chasing after her. I'd say Dalton is your best bet. Is there an echo in the room? Yeah, Frankie's is a front. Crap convenience store on the outside, high-tech hideout on the inside. Of course, the only people that really know that are Ryujin Bayu and the Syndicate itself. Your guess is as good as mine, but she's up to something. I could tell she was trying to cover her tracks, but this is my job. And there's a reason I'm in charge of the technicians here.
You are our guest.
Good. I'd hate to see what sort of drama might get stirred up if you went around him.
Clairdo, thank you for liking.
Love it. Keep the workplace interesting, right? Good luck finding Imogene. Oh, and if you do catch up with her, be sure to let her know I had everything to do with it.
I thought Imogen was supposed to be in today.
Doing okay, thank you. I'm doing the spy sequence. Sneak into the building without getting caught. They're investigating who the mole was, sort of thing.
No Imogene, I see. Could she really be onto us already? A good question. But with her abilities and connections, the possibilities are too many to speculate on right now. We need to find her first, and address that issue afterward. Of course, Yuko would know. If Imogene's with the Syndicate, I can't just send you after her. You'll need to speak with Benjamin Bayu. We have to make sure he's aware of the situation. If we're lucky, he may even help us get to Imogene. Bayu owns the Sioka Syndicate. For you to walk in there without discussing it with him first could be seen as a violation of our business relationship.
I've already shot a few of the Syndicate, I think.
Good, because without it, This adds a complexity that we do not have time for. Head over to the trade tower and be discreet. Let Bayu know that you're there on Ryujin's behalf. He may ask for credits or even a favor. Just give him what he wants. It shouldn't be for anything unfamiliar. Bayu is a businessman. Any favor he may request wouldn't be far off from the assignments you've already completed here. The sooner, the better. We don't want to give a clever mind like hers any more room than we have to. Just be sure to bring her back here in one piece. If she's truly the mole, she'll have a lot to answer to. If she resists or tries to run, we have no choice but to take it as an admission of guilt. I'm afraid you'll have to dispose of her. Matters like these are handled within the corporation. The information we're dealing with is too sensitive for law enforcement, and their security leaves much to be desired. It wouldn't be long before the information was either leaked to the press or sold to yet another competitor. The risk of Imogene continuing to operate as a traitor is too high. If we don't dispose of her now, she could cause a great deal of harm to this company. She knows the consequences of betraying Ryujin, which makes her dangerous. If the situation does take a turn for the worst, I only ask that you perform a thorough search for any evidence she may have in her possession. I trust you won't let your past relationship cloud your judgment.
All right, here we go.
You are our guest.
Well, thank you for liking.
Keep your nose clean.
I don't recall sending for anyone.
What do you want? It's been a very beneficial partnership. As long as we continue to look out for our mutual interests, I can't complain. No. I can always make time when it comes to an old friend. So, what would be the reason? I may consider Ryujin an ally, but Dalton especially knows I don't give anything blindly. As long as it doesn't involve the Syndicate members themselves, I'll tell you what. I'll make sure the Syndicate lets you in hassle-free, provided you do a little something for me. And what mutual benefit would that be? This is starting to sound like my kind of deal. All right. You talk a good game. And I suppose if we're looking at a mutually beneficial situation, there's no reason for me not to allow such a small favor. Check in with Ms. Moore at Frankie's. I'll send word along that you're to be expected, so she shouldn't give you any trouble. Fair warning, the Syndicate should let you search any common areas, but if anyone catches you snooping around private quarters, I'll just say, be prepared for some hostilities.
Boom, boom, boom. Can't get out, too full. All right.
What'll it be? Better have credits to spend. I may not be on the main strip, but I make enough to keep me afloat. Lucky for me, my regulars are a devoted crew. Mostly tied up in those good-for-nothing gangs. Those disciples and strikers always fighting over who gets to run the place, and not giving a damn over whose lives they ruin. Oh, you're the one getting special treatment. Huh. I knew you was some sort of trouble. I've got one rule for you in there, so it shouldn't be hard to remember. Third floor is off limits. They catch you snooping around, and it's open season. I'm more of an honorary member. I let them take up residence in the back, keep things looking legit. They keep this business afloat, so finances don't keep me up at night. It ain't a threat if it's a rule, now is it? Don't worry, she wouldn't be allowed up there either. For the record, I'm only granting you access because I have to. You'll find that young lady you're looking for holed up in a room almost straight ahead. Just remember to keep your eyes on the prize. The less you consider this an open house, the better.
There, we found the hideout.
Back off. No funny business.
You try anything. I'm watching you.
No funny business. You try anything, you're dead.
Back off.
I figured our paths would cross sooner or later. Not that I thought I was safe, but I never expected anyone to just slip by all the Syndicate here. I had a feeling you'd be the one to come after me. You stay in this business long enough, you get enough favors and connections that can help you see anything coming. Nyx owed me a favor and gave me the heads up. Yes and no, but mostly no. Just hear me out, okay? I know this doesn't look good, but I had no choice. Ularu set me up. Yes, I've been acting as a double agent, but because she ordered me to. The assignment was meant to deceive, not benefit. And Project Dominion is way above my pay grade. It'd be impossible for me to deliver it. At least, intentionally. Of course. But first you have to understand, she used me to play an unwitting part in this, so I'm the one that takes the fall. That's why I said it'd be impossible for me to intentionally pull this off. I'm not the one with motive here. First, I'm not about to reboot my life. Second, I'm not spending the rest of my life looking over my shoulder for the next field op they'd send after me. Look, I only know about Project Dominion because I wanted to know exactly what I was being accused of leaking. But that tech is dangerous. An internal neuroamp that can theoretically control other people? If the evidence points to me, it's because Ularu used it to set me up. What better way to frame someone than to take control of their mind and have them actually perform the actions? Because she knows I'm the most believable target. I'm the only one at Ryujin with the skills to even come close to being able to pull off a job like this. Power, of course. Corporations maintain their success by any means necessary, but there are some measures Masako is reluctant to take. You may have noticed that none of your assignments directly involve murder. Masako reserves those actions only when it's absolutely necessary. Ularu sees this as a sign of weakness that needs to be dealt with. That's what makes it dangerous. No one would believe it. So, if Ryujin keeps this tech a secret, suddenly every deal, every legal matter, every little thing is going to go their way. Yes, it's what the technology does, and it explains why the evidence against me is so solid. Come to think of it, it also explains a few strange bouts of disorientation I've been having the past few months. That's exactly what I've been doing here. Ularu has the skill to pull this off, but she's also been behind the desk for years now. I knew she'd miss something. This slate holds all the evidence against her. I just need you to deliver it to Dalton. It's the only way I can prove I'm innocent. Nix's contract limits his investigation to Ularu's computer and her network activity. I hacked into building security and was able to recover deleted records of her accessing the Project Dominion prototype. I guarantee the third-party company Dalton is using for his security directive Theta won't even notice it. I was hoping you would. I'm still going to lay low until I hear the coast is clear. As long as Ularu still thinks I'm on the run, she'll remain confident that her plan is working. And I know you don't hear it much around the office, but thanks. I always believed that Ularu thought of me as her protege. But all this time, I was just a scapegoat. If Dalton really believes I'm involved in this, then I'm on the run. I hate the idea of uprooting my life, but I'd have no choice at that point. And Ularu will probably send every operative she believes capable after me. Extremely dangerous and way too powerful for human consumption. Obviously, the benefits to Ryujin would be infinite, but as Ularu herself has proven, no one should be trusted with that kind of power. Ularu wants Masako gone, but she doesn't have a legitimate reason to get the board to fire her. Instead, Ularu creates the very situation we're in now to make her look bad. The board sees Masako as a risk and votes her out. And with the Project Dominion prototype at her disposal, Ularu can guarantee they'll make her the next CEO. Oh, great. That'll be just what I need if this all blows over. Let's just hope she keeps her mouth shut on this one. The last thing I need is to be the highlight of office gossip when I get back. Well, that, and she'll never let me forget it.
All right. I wonder who's guilty.
Careful around here. Not everyone that stays in our sleep crates are reputable.
Well, look who's back. So tell me, what did you find out? Inside the Syndicate? That area's off limits, and I think we both know why. Imogene knew exactly what she was doing when she went there. I had a feeling you'd say that. Enjoy your time with Dalton. It'll all trickle back to me sooner or later.
Save.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
Is there something I can help you with? Excuse me? Let me close this door before you say anything else you might regret. Just a moment. Shutting the door and engaging locks. That's better. And that's quite the story you just threw in my face. Not to mention a serious accusation. And just where is this absurd notion coming from? Is this a game? I wasn't aware. I don't think so. It is a horrible thing when such well-made plans can't be shared. I'm not sure you'll get anywhere with that forceful tone. Looks like someone's been brushing up on their corporate skills. Fine. Since it's just you and me here, I'll come clean. I leaked Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd. But I'm no mole. Please. It's insulting that you think I'd actually be working for someone other than Ryujin or myself. That depends on how you define innocent. You see, I'm not a mole. I'm an opportunist. And no one is more loyal to Ryujin than I am. Masako, on the other hand, is losing her touch. Ryujin needs strong leadership for what lies ahead. A CEO who can make the hard decisions. It was never my intent to involve Imogene. But when you arrived with information on Project Dominion, I knew Infinity had screwed up. I had no choice but to act fast. Imogene is the only one that Dalton and the others would believe was capable of pulling this off. It had to be her. It's all part of my plan. But don't worry. Infinity Ltd. Will never be able to complete Vina's work. I made sure of that. What do you think? If someone was a threat to your family, would you be satisfied waiting for them to strike?
Of course not. You'd eliminate the threat before it had a chance to act. In some cases, before it even realized what it was capable of. Back then, hard decisions were all about screwing people over and white-collar crime. Today, they're more about ensuring success, by any means necessary. So, now that you know, it's time to see how good you are at making hard decisions. With your help, I can take down Masako and make the credits worth your while. So whose side are you on? Masako's or Ryujin's? Well, it seems we're at an impasse now. The only way you stop me from carrying out my plans to depose Masako is to kill me. You could try to get me fired, but that only delays my plans. Face it, this isn't a game you can win. Go ahead. I guarantee any evidence you have is circumstantial at best. I've created the perfect scapegoat in Imogene. It'd be your word against mine, and I'm pretty sure the odds are in my favor. We'll see about that.
I've got my eye on you.
This deal could be huge for my company.
You're back. And Imogene? I suppose you suddenly have all the facts now. This explanation better be good. I have a mind to fire you just for that comment. Of course. We've scrubbed security footage and run through access card permissions and found nothing. The project itself is an enormous security risk, but our lead R&D engineer, Vina Kara, has been working on ways to mitigate this. I find it hard to believe Ularu would take the chance to incriminate herself. But if this slate provides indisputable evidence to corroborate your story, well, that's enough proof for me. It will be a relief to reinstate Imogene as well. Now, I need to undertake the laborious task of writing up a report to summarize all of this. In the meantime, Masako has requested your presence in R&D. She wants you to meet her in Vinakara's office. Vina's the head of our research and development team. She's the creator of Project Dominion, and often considered the protege of Ray DeCaris, Ryujin's founder. Just take the elevator down to research and development. You'll find Dr. Kara's office to your left as you enter the floor. Masako's been focusing on how to deal with Infinity Ltd. And their knowledge of Project Dominion. I believe her plans rely heavily on you. Once I've examined this evidence, I may need your help in moving forward. And not a word about this to anyone. I'll present what I have to the board once I've completed a full report.
Achievement! Better save.
I need that Rothicite if we want to complete the neuroamp.
I'm just concerned the entire station was wiped out by something.
Don't worry, we'll figure it out and get that shipment back. Good, you're here. It's time to put a plan in motion to take full control of this situation with Infinity Ltd. In due time. We don't know to what extent Infinity has taken the current neuroamp schematics, so our top priority is completing our own. Let me introduce you to Veena Kalra, Head of Research and Development. She'll give you the initial details.
Yes, details. You see, the internal neuroamp is supposed to consist of 2 parts. The first part, the part Infinity stole, handles the manipulative effects. The second part is a shielding modification designed to protect the user against other neuroamp users. Well, we can't, but the shielding aspect was never officially a part of Project Dominion. It was an afterthought of how to safeguard our own people from being manipulated, so it was being researched separately as a mod. The research itself was in early stages, too early for board approval, so only myself, DeMarcus, and Masako know about it. Oh yeah, marketing and finance wouldn't have it any other way.
No one wants their greatest asset used against them. Once Veena can complete the internal neuroamp and shielding mod, the plan is to outfit you with both and have you infiltrate Infinity Ltd. We can't risk the assignment until we know your mind has the necessary protection. You're a Ryujin employee, and we need a job done. We've trusted you this far, so I feel it's safe to continue the trend. We expect our employees to do whatever it takes to ensure Ryujin's success. Consider this an opportunity, not a risk. Besides, you're in good hands with Veena. Good. I'm glad you see this as an opportunity.
And I love a willing subject. Now it's just a matter of getting the key ingredient. The final kink in both designs was finding compatible materials to use for conductivity that the human body wouldn't reject. I've finally created the perfect alloy, but it requires a newly discovered refined element called Rothicite.
Which is where I come in. We have a confidential contract with Consolidated Mining to gather, refine, and ship the Rothicite straight to us. Their last shipment is late, and neither we nor Consolidated Mining have had any communication with the Carinay station. My thoughts exactly.
We need you to head out there, secure the shipment, and bring it back here so Veena can complete her prototype. And I want to know what happened. We need to take any safety measures to make sure this doesn't happen again. Unfortunately, yes, so be prepared. Extensive tests and research were done on the planet, so the chances that this is environmental are slim. And setting up a station like this is second nature for Consolidated Mining, with plenty of redundancies in place to handle mechanical failures.
The mining station is CM Station RC1. It's on a moon called Carinae 3A in the Carinae system. The shipment should be in the research and control tower, but the outside doors are kept locked down. This keycard will let you enter the mines so you can access the tower from the inside. Good luck.
We can't lose that shipment. Consolidated Mining is one of the oldest and most trusted mining companies in the settled systems. As their name may suggest, they were created when several smaller companies came together in order to compete with the dominating names at the time, like Argos.
You are our guest.
Bipolar, thank you for liking.
And still retain those qualities today.
I've got my...
Yeah, I got a skill point. That one, I guess.
Eye on you.
Up here somewhere. Guess I can't fast travel to that. Bar or something. The heck, it's a direct path. I guess we'll go check the shipbuilder. Everybody went to bed early, I guess, eh? Oh, you're talking about your family.
What ship is the most me?
It'll be at the spaceport before you get there, fully topped up with helium-3, so yay! You ready to change your life? People spend their whole lives dreaming of flying a sleek, sexy spaceship. And I get to make that happen. Tayo brings out the very best in people. I know, right? Are you ready to make your dreams come true? Prepare to be amazed.
That one's got 2 lander thrusts, 3 masts. How's that compared to these ones? They're a little heavier than these ones. Attach on the bottom of something too. I don't know if that really looks any better. Looks big and clumsy. Oh yeah? You've been watching them? Hey, these are Supernova 2000s. 6450 maneuvering thrust. We got mobility 27. It does improve the mobility slightly, I guess. 70 grand, eh? Just for a slight upgrade. So we got a DC 402 and a GV 100. We got the best reactor. Looks of it.
You are our guest.
Bonesy, thank you for liking. Did I say 3,200? Yeah, it's the same grav drive. Really just build a new scratch ship, eh? Pulse laser that does 33.59. Sounds kind of cool, eh? This one's max power is 4. Weight 3. Those ballistics do 32. Weight 4. What's the range? 1250. 3000. These are 3s. Now we'll leave the guns for now. Thousand cargo on those ones. That one's kind of cool, kind of big though. One other thing I should have checked was improve my shields at all.
Oh, not there. Okay, how about here? Ooh, that feels good.
Caesar, thank you for liking and sharing.
You are our guest.
The one I got in there is an SG-200. Excuse me. Got my mobility down a little bit, but higher than it was, I think.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
There we go. I think that it probably gives me more shields. Oh, I have resources on me. No animals, just rocks and special features. Mm-mm-mm. Minus 77 here. I don't have a companion with me. Forgot.
to listen.
Just went back to the lodge.
Yes, you need me? Did you need something? Of course. Are you ready? What did you need? If I can take a few things, I will.
That didn't work. If this is working. Hello. It take 5 minutes to put this ammo down to near the bottom. To make a faster way to do this, eh? Guess I just have too much of it.
Back to it then.
I don't know where they all are. There was a whole pile of them before, though, when I walked in. You don't suspect anything's going on at the giant ship there, you know?
What's that? I got nothing.
This isn't very tidy. Oh, jeez. Made a mess of food. Oh, contraband cash.
Can't succeed at that before we are discovered. Did you hear that? Where have they gone? I cannot wait. You're not blocking. Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets. Nothing there now. up already. You thought you could win? Are you prepared to die?
Time to finish this.
Got that one in the head. Kind of stunned him.
I will have your head! Meet your death. You die today. Yes! Take my sword! You can't hope to win. Wait. Hello. If there's anything you need, I am happy to share. Right. impressive investment in equipment. Someone certainly considered this worth the time and credits.
Bunch of bodies down there. Oh. Turned on my light and that messed it up.
Best not to leave anything useful behind.
Is something amiss? I keep whatever you give me, yes? That is the deal?
Ah, she can't carry anymore.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Picking something up.
The heck was up with those guys? Read what happened. Oh yeah, I was gonna get rid of some of that. Kendrick Lane. That guy wanted some rare materials, I think, for a different mission.
Captain, do you require my assistance?
Dr. Darvish? I don't think it was Dr. Darvish. Now we'll come back. Gotta get rid of that contraband.
This is UC Space. You are cleared to dock with the den.
Green lights on outer hatch. We're docked.
Ah, hello. I am always willing to carry an extra weapon. Or two. Or three.
$14. I don't know if that one was that effective.
Is that it then?
Good to see you. Was there something you needed? By all means.
I wish they'd have a little more money to start with.
That's a little surprising, isn't it? Out here on the edge of usage.
If there's anything I can do for you, certainly.
All right. Don't forget to vote. If you haven't voted, it's a tie right now.
If you're ever in New England, mind putting in a good word for me? I don't think my messages to SSNN are getting through. I try not to trade in gossip, but if you have any verifiable information, I'm all ears.
May I be of how may the trade authority? Yes, of course.
Man. I just picked up weapons, dude. Gotta wait 48 hours.
I really did think this place would see a bit more action. If you're ever in New Atlantis, I don't think my messages to SS and Anna getting
How may the Trade Authority assist you?
Go around. That's how you could assist me.
May I be of service? By all means.
I haven't used this weapon in forever. Man, he's used up his money already. I think I'll just go to the next place.
Captain, hello.
I'm not carrying contraband anymore, so go to a richer one.
This is United Colonies Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. You're cleared to land.
Pain. Scan me.
Hey, what can I do for you?
Hope you're finding everything you need. If you don't see what you want, feel... Oh, please, take a look.
Can afford one gun.
Appreciate the business.
All right. Maybe we'll be lucky and the Dragon Force book's for sale here too.
I'm thinking about joining up with security. I think that job would serve me well.
Another day, another shift.
It's cliche, but it's true.
The Trade
Trade
Authority
Authority
does
has
quite
access
well
to
for itself.
You won't find a better selection or more
Clearly, they
reasonable
share
prices
little
anywhere.
of the credits they
Hey, this one just 272. Better than this one? This. This is refined, I guess. I'll keep that one, I guess. Oh, well, that's kind of cool, but
The Trade Authority appreciates your visit.
This one's actually 2 to 1 time, so wait once probably. Got a couple cool guns out of that though.
Think about the trade business? If there's something you need, no matter, be my guest.
This one's worth way more, but it doesn't do as much damage. Fire rate 15, range 40. Look at the right one. Something they had in their stock. Oh, it's this one maybe. $140. Razorback. Don't I have one of these? That was this one. Hey, Antonio. I think it was this one. I thought was same thing. Look at this gun. Not particularly impressive. I'm gonna sell it. This one is 140 damage. And it's got a suppressor and laser sight. I think I can get rid of this Assassin's one, eh? Mag Pulse. Do I got another Mag Pulse here? Mag Shot, the same as a Mag Pulse. Different ammo. Here's a Mag Pulse. So 71. 147.
If you need anything else, you know where to find us.
Extra little hop. See, this gun I've been using isn't actually that heavy duty. For some reason, I thought it had a that Assassin's one. There instead of that one. Guess I could have kept that other shotgun and subbed that out because this shotgun's actually not nearly as heavy duty as the one I sold. Is this like an Uzi? It's more like a minigun shotgun. Oh. This one is 286 damage. This one is slightly more damage than the other minigun I have, but it also doesn't have as much stuff. I was thinking about the skip shot. Whether this skip shot is better to get rid of. Plus 30 damage to aliens, though. So I'm thinking that one's better. I gotta sleep another round or sit another round. Are you playing the Fortnite? The fork knife? Do well. Could store my that's true, but I mean once you store it, you don't use it. I should just give it to her. She has unlimited ammo then, you know? Play it in your house. Houses, that's true. My houses are bare. I need somebody that's good with the old weapons.
What is it? A good team always shares the load.
What do we need? 40 mm XPL. That was annoying. Takes so long to transfer it. Well, there's only 130 shots. So didn't do well. You got second at best. Oh. Well, now you tell me. Should have seen me giving her this other ammo, man. Took me 10 minutes.
All right then.
Where is she? Oh, there she
The
is.
Trade Authority has access to good. If there's something you need, no matter what it is, be my guest.
You're tying up a trash bag? I want to buy. I want to sell. Okay, we'll get rid of this. This was a weapon. I actually went out of my way. Here's the story on this weapon. I went out of my way to get this one early game from that spaceship that was floating in the space somewhere with a bunch of people. And there was a high caliber, you know,
You are
suppressed.
our guest.
Oh, Stephanie's here. Time to log out almost. Thank you for liking. Much appreciated. Just in time. See me sell some weapons. It's exciting. Oh, you did that one too? Very funny. It is just about time to log out. What are you talking about? That. And then I got one more big weapon to sell. Knowing that I gotta... What are you talking about? It's almost bedtime. You know that. Well, I mean, I'm not ended yet, but I mean, normally I end at, you know, between now and, you know, like a half an hour from now. I don't know. I could probably show you a record of all the times I've logged out at this time. There's hundreds of them. Hundreds! I'm not quite done yet, but it's like I said, it's close. I mean, I'm almost done. I went to bed and at 45 minutes from now, yesterday. I should have went to bed earlier than that, though. Normally I do go to bed around 10, or at least I end the stream around 10. Depends what I'm doing. You know, I don't want to get in a mission that takes me 2 hours to do, you know?
Matters as much as anything else. Be my guest.
Alright, so sell that one. So this one's worth $6,000 almost.
You are our guest.
Tim, thank you for liking. What did I have for dinner? I had pizza. Kind of a meaty pizza. With and tiramisu for dessert. And I bet, yeah, you've never had delicious tiramisu like that. Are you a big tiramisu fan, Antonio, Stephanie, Tim? You guys somebody should vote and break this tie here. Bull's like at 50-50 right now. Surprise, you know, sometimes I thought like some would pull ahead like crazy.
Appreciates your visit.
Other times they don't. Oh, it was really good. I'll put a picture of it in Discord. You know, today. To answer the question, what time is it? It's just about 10 o'clock. I'm on the West Coast. All right, so we gotta go and get some medical facility here. We're on an Arion system. Loving Starfield. Game's awesome. Second run. Wow. Pretty cool. I'm like 300 hours in, and thank you for following, Tim. Welcome to the Starbase. 300 hours in, and I'm like literally maybe 2 missions in on the main story. I haven't got very far with that, but I'm doing the Ryujin one right now, and I think that one's getting close to being done. Yeah, I'm not very far into the main mission. I got a dude on board and his daughter and that Andreja or whatever her name is.
Please respect priority docking for emergency patients. Clinic welcomes all.
And I'm like level, I don't know what level I am, 45 now? 47. There you go. Thank you for using the notify too. Andrea. There's a J in it though. That's what confuses me. I guess, you know, it's like Jesus. You don't say the J, right? Oh, and I modified my ship again a bit today. So I just upped the back engines a bit. I don't know if you were here, Antonio, when I added the shielded cargo. And behind that, I just upped my shield and I put the engines up just a little bit bigger. So it's like 34. 34 maneuverability instead. Like a Y sound. There we go.
How can I be of service, Captain?
I don't know. Does the bot get affinity for you too? You're gonna always keep your mobility at 100? I took on like 4 high-level ships though. I didn't have like huge problems. I mean, there was some damage on me, but... Right, Doctor? You have no clue?
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only.
Oh crap, eh?
I bet you do. I'm not falling for that. You're not getting past me. Yeah, I hope so. I'm trying to be reasonable here. I hear you.
I have him on my ship, yes.
I'm still willing to talk.
I haven't talked to that guy for
I'll
more than
issue
5
you an
minutes.
access card. Infinity better get it together.
Oh, good thing I have high persuasion.
Here, and I hope that I never do.
Sean, I don't want to go over this again. I'm tired, all right? Just not today.
You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shit moving. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it.
Hey, who let you in here? This is a restricted area. Fine. I'll tell you. We're on a private contract with Infinity Ltd. It's for something they call Project Dominion. Dr. Lane and I were instructed to conduct human trials on several volunteers.
Oh my.
So far, only one patient has survived. Not everyone can afford neuroamp technology. When it comes to the possibility of getting one for free, we had plenty of candidates to choose from. They understood the risks. We just never thought chance of failure would be so high. You're telling me. When Infinity hired us, they said human trial authorization was already underway and we'd have the approvals in a matter of days. The days went by and nothing. Every time we'd ask, it was always just days away, but we kept working. Between the money and potential
The guy's eyebrows are really on point.
ourselves that they'd come through.
Sean, what the hell is going on here? Who is this? You think we stood by and did nothing? We did everything we could to save them. You've no idea how many hours we spent in surgery and how closely we monitored each and every one of them. It's moments like these when I think I just need to hear someone say it out loud. Sean spoke the truth. We thought the approval would arrive any day, so we continued with the project. By the time we started to catch on, it was already too late. We were too immersed in the lie.
Doctors are supposed to act ethically, approvals or not.
He's laying in on them.
You really think that's possible? Oh, it's good to know you see it that way. The public would not.
You just like that?
Neither would our peers.
Wasn't their fault.
Go ahead and do whatever you need to do. You can have full access to my computer.
And thanks. As much as I was ready to commit career suicide, the very thought terrified me.
Ah.
I really am thankful for your help here. never should have put my pride.
You are our guest.
Hey, Swish, how are you? Get all that? I sure didn't.
If you hadn't shown up, I'm really not sure what I would have done. If you hadn't shown up, I'm really not sure what I would have done.
Got a box of hamburger.
Pardon.
Because nobody was showing up at all. So I was wondering if it was working.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship. Hello.
Our guns. If you look in the first, before Antonio showed up here, I guess you can't scroll back that far, but there's only like maybe 3 sentences or something like that. So I thought maybe it was, notifications didn't go off.
This is Freestar Collective Space. Hold while we scan your ship.
Yeah, they could skip the scan if you don't have any contraband, I think. If they're contraband, then they should force you to go through that. I still can't believe she didn't like that. I was giving those doctors a bit of a break because they didn't know. I guess they kind of knew, but they didn't know. They were kind of being taken advantage of.
Hey there. Good to see you again.
We're wasting time. Vina needs
I hope we're keeping you busy.
Hey there. Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. So I've heard. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? The mercenary group? Only that you mean business if you hire them. They're not known for subtlety, and don't care if they leave a trail of bodies in their wake. I take it they were at the station? I knew something bad had happened. Were there any survivors? Our station on Carinae 3A and Consolidated Mining's contract were both confidential. We had no reason to believe they'd be under any threat. Of course, we had no reason to believe we had a mole, either. Sicking ecliptic on a station with nothing but miners and scientists? Corporations can sink low, but this is a new level. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? Dr. Lane? I believe Vina is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? The clinic serves all, but it can't be denied that they require credits to run. In most cases, the clinic is also the best choice for research. Not everyone has the resources to have decent medical facilities like us on site. So, it sounds like Lucas has reached a new level of desperation to ensure his future as CEO.
Infinity appears to be on an entirely different level of corruption. It cannot be allowed to continue.
I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. I see. Should we use any of this information to expose Infinity Ltd? I can keep their names confidential. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothocytes secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Not long, according to her. She and DeMarcus have everything prepped and ready. I believe it's just a matter of creating the alloy and molding it according to her design. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Save time. Always good to save often in this game. I had to redo my ship thing also because of it disappeared on me again. Got it pretty quick though. Anyway, like I was saying to Stephanie earlier, it was almost bedtime as it was. So I'm going to bed. Thank you for all being here. I'll hopefully catch you again soon. And whatever role you played today, following or sharing or liking or chatting or voting in the poll.
It's good to
Thank you
see
so much. Most recent chatters being Stephanie, Bush, Antonio, Tim. Not sure who else might still be around. If you're wondering about the poll, Stephanie's like, oh, I caught a hole. 20 minutes. I should have showed up 15 minutes later. Then I wouldn't have had to watch all that inventory changing. If you're wondering about the poll, 56% said yes, they do like Ed Sheeran. And of course, that means 44% don't. To be honest, I thought that poll would go way in Ed's favor. You know, though, inventory exchange is important in these games. You make the monies, then you can buy cool stuff in the game. Anyway, have a good night. Thank you for being here.